A very good morning, students. Welcome to your English class. And I hope you all are doing good, eating healthy, and having a good diet. So, in today's class, we'll be doing informal letter. So, we will discuss the format of informal letter. Then, I will tell you how to write one, and a sample will be given to you to copy down in your language copy. So let's begin. I hope you all are excited for this. So students, before we begin with the informal letter, of course there is thought of the day. Thought of the day is there is no elevator to success. You have to take the stairs. So students, do you understand what the thought is trying to say? Saying that there is no elevator. What is elevator? It's lift. You use lift to go on high buildings, to reach on high floors. So that elevator, that lift is not there when you are hooting for success. When you are aiming for success in life, there is no elevator. It means there is no shortcut. You have to take the stairs, which means you have to do hard work in order to achieve success. There is no shortcut, there is no elevator to reach there. Just like elevator, it's a shortcut to reach on the high floors. Similarly, here it is used to express that there is no elevator to success. You have to take the stairs. I hope this is clear. Now, word of the day. Word of the day is ache. You say, I have headache. Just like that, ache. Ache means when you are feeling a continuous dull pain. It's when you are aching or you are having ache. You say you have stomach ache, headache, or any kind of ache can be there. So it means pain. A continuous pain in some part of your body is called ache. So now, let's see what an informal letter is. Okay, we are beginning with the class now. An informal letter is a letter that is exchanged between friends, family, and relatives. It is used for sharing personal information with those who are close to us. Therefore, it is also called a personal letter. So, students, as you can see, a informal letter is also called personal letter because it is written to people who are close to you, who are in your personal circle. Your friends, your family, your relatives, they are your personal circle or close friends or close circle. So when you write a letter to a person you know very well, who is close to you, you're writing an informal letter, which means that you will write informally in the letter. You will use informal language and you will write in a friendly way. You can open up in these letters because these are personal letters. You can write it whichever way you like, in your own tone, in your own style. You can use different words. So there is a kind of freedom which is in informal letter. Okay, you cannot do it when you're writing to principal or your teacher or any official person, or when you're applying for something if you're applying for some kind of job or something, you write a formal letter. You use formal language which is very accurate, which is grammatically very correct. Okay, so you have to write grammatically correct even here also, but you can use flexible language, you can use friendly language or personal language. Let's see what all we can do in informal letter. So as you can see, it's used for sharing personal information with those who are close to us. Okay, so basically, whenever you are writing to someone who you know and you often write to that person, you have to write informal letter. It is a letter we write to our parents, relatives, and friends. So do keep in mind that it is written to close people. And there are some points to remember before we begin with the informal letter. Okay. Use conventional and friendly language. Oh, sorry, conversational. Use conversational and friendly language. What is conversational language? It is the language we use in our daily conversations. Okay, the way you talk in your daily life is how you can write down in this letter also. So you will use conversational language. You don't have to be very formal, very decorative in your letter. And you will use a friendly language. You can use words like dear or anything that you like to call the person. You can use friendly language here. Then divide the letter into short paragraphs. You will divide the letters in short paragraphs. I'll tell you in how many paragraphs, and you already know what paragraphs are. We have done paragraph writing. So similarly we'll divide it in paragraphs. You can you should always use comma, full stop wherever it's necessary. I'll tell you where commas and full stops are necessary. You will make sure that you follow the correct punctuation in the letter. You can ask about the health of the person you are writing to. In the beginning you can ask about the health, because you will not start letter immediately. You will not start writing about whatever you have to write immediately. You will ask about the health of the person, how he is doing and things like that. You will speak about any incident or event that took place in your life. Okay, because this is personal letter, you can be very casual, you can be friendly, you can talk about any incident that happened, you can share your personal story with the person. Okay, these are the points to remember before we begin. Now let's see. This is how we write a letter. Okay, this is how we write the letter. You'll see that there is writer's address on the top. Then we write date, then there is salutation, then there is body. In body there are three parts: introduction, main content and conclusion. We end with conclusion. There is a complimentary close, and then in the end we write the writer's first name. So this is the format of letter writing. I will tell you in more details in the next slide. Okay, when you're beginning with your letter, what all you can write? You can use these phrases. These will help you to begin with the letter. You can say, how are you? You can begin with how are you, or you can say, I was glad to receive your letter, because this is your friend or your close circle. So you must receive letters from them. You must have received letters from them in past. So you can say, I was glad to receive your letter. You can also say, I'm writing to you after a long time. This is how you can begin, and then you will start with your other details, like for whichever topic it's given in the question on which you have to write the letter. You can begin afterwards, once you have written some warm word, some welcoming word to the writer. You have build up the initial stages of the letter. Then you can only write the body part. So in the introduction or in the beginning you will write, I'm writing to you after a long time. I was glad to receive your letter. I have not heard from you in a long time. Hope you are fine. Okay, things like this. When you talk to someone, when you talk to a teacher on phone, you greet them first. You say good morning, how are you doing ma'am, I'm good, things like that. When you talk to your relatives, you begin with these warm words, these welcoming words, like how are you, everything is fine here, how's everything going there, things like that. So in similar manner, the way in which you talk to your close friends, your close circle on phone, on WhatsApp, in the same manner you will also write in this letter. In informal letter, you can be informal. So you can also understand the difference between informal and formal. Like when you talk to your relative or friend on WhatsApp, you use very casual language, you use shortcuts, you use friendly language. You can be flexible, you have freedom to write things, anything there. But when you're talking to your teacher, when you're talking to someone, your principal, you talk in a professional manner. You talk very formally. You make sure that you are using the right words. So this is the difference between informal letter and formal letter. And today we are going to do informal letter. Okay, so let's write a letter. Okay, then only we can understand. So you are Arpit or Arpita of house number 102, Sanjay Gram, Gurugram, and this is the pin code. Your cousin is the brilliant student. Your cousin is a brilliant student, but he is not keeping good health because he avoids homemade food and is very fond of eating outside. Okay, write a letter telling him or her about the harmful effects of junk food and advising him or her to maintain the good health. So it's very important that you read the question again and again before you begin with the writing. First read the question again and again, and then we will collect ideas in our minds that what do we have to write and how do we have to write, and then only we'll begin writing. Just like we did in paragraph writing, we made a draft. Here it's not important to make draft, but it's very important to collect ideas in your mind before you begin with writing, because you can't just start writing and you can't rely that the ideas will come to you on your own. You have to think about what you have to write. Most of the hints are given in the question. That is why I am saying you have to read the question again and again. Like it's already mentioned that you are Arpit or Arpita, so you cannot change the name because you are Arpit or Arpita. If you're a boy, you'll write Arpit. If you're a girl, you will write Arpita. And the address is also given: house number 102, Sanjay Gram, Gurugram, and the pin code. Okay, this is the house number and the house is located in Sanjay Gram. Sanjay Gram is located in Gurugram, and the pin code of Gurugram is also given here. Okay, so all of these things are given in the question. That is why you have to pay attention to what is given in the question. Okay, now next thing is, your cousin is a brilliant student but he's not keeping good health. Your cousin is a brilliant student but is not keeping good health because he avoids homemade food and is very fond of eating outside. So the story is already given to you. Okay, what is the story of Arpit or Arpita and the cousin is that the cousin is very good in studies but is not maintaining a good health. He is not eating healthy food. He is eating outside food or junk food. And what is being asked from you? You have to write a letter telling him or her about the harmful effects of junk food and advising him or her to maintain good health. Okay, it's him or her because if you're a girl, it will be her. If you're a boy, you'll use him. You can the name of the cousin is not given. You can write the name of your own cousin or whatever name you like. You can give it name. You can choose a boy or girl, anything. It's up to you. But the name, your name is given, so you cannot change it. Arpit or Arpita, you have to use either one of it. Depending on whether you're a boy or girl, you'll choose the name. You cannot change the name. Please make sure you cannot change the name. The address is given, you cannot change it. Then the story is given that he is not eating good food, he's not eating healthy food, so you have to write the letter around that. You have to take hints from here. Now read the main question. Okay, you have to write a letter telling him or her about the harmful effect of junk food. So first of all, you will make sure that you write about the harmful effects of junk food, because it's given in the question. It's given in the question that you have to write about the harmful effect. So you'll write about the harmful effect of the junk food. First is writing about junk food. Teacher will check this point obviously because it's given in the question. Next is advising him to maintain good health. We have to make sure that you follow these points in your letter, that you are telling him about the harmful effect and then you will giving him advice to maintain good health. Let's see how we will do this. First of all, most important thing, you will write the sender's address on the top. You will leave a line, then date, leave a line, salutation, leave a line, Introduction. Introduction is basically opening lines, those warm lines, those welcoming lines that you use to connect with your close friend, family, or the relative, whoever you are writing to. Then in body you will write the main content. Like here we are going to write about the harmful effect of junk food, and then we will advise him about how to maintain good health, and in the end you will use closing lines to conclude the letter. You will not leave the letter in between. You will always use closing lines like pay my regards to your father, mother, and your younger brother, things like that. So opening lines and closing lines, just like when you receive a call you say hello. Opening lines, hello, how are you, I'm good. These are opening lines. Then you start talking about the main content, like okay ma'am, I had this doubt and everything. You start talking about the main reason you called the person for, and then in the end you say okay ma'am, thank you, bye bye. So it's, you are using closing lines. So in the similar way you will open your letter, you will write the main body, and you will close the letter. So you have to do this, and in the end you will sign off. You will give your signature, or you'll write your name. So let's see how we will do this. Okay, how we will write the sender's address, how we will write the date, salutation, and the entire letter, and in how we will end it. We will see in the next slide. Okay, so here in the address part we have written the address given in the question. The address was given in the question, house number 102, Sanjay Gram, Gurugram, and the pin code. It was given in the question. So that we have written here. Then we have left a line. You will leave a line in your book copy also. Then you will write the date, 14th April 2020. So you will never write date like 14/4/20. You will not write like this. You have to write in this format, 14th April 2020. Okay, now you will leave a line. You will write, you will salute the person, you will greet the person. You will say dear Sam, because this is an informal letter. You can use dear. You know the person, he is very dear to you. You can say dear, beloved, things like that. But in formal letter you will not write that. But here we are doing informal letter. We are talking in friendly way, so you can use terms like dear. So we are taking the name of the cousin to be Sam. It was not given in question, so I am taking the name to be Sam. Okay, my cousin is Sam. So dear Sam, comma. So till here you have written comma here, here, and here. So make sure that you write the address in 3 lines. Top 3 lines are for address, house number, where that house is located, and the area. If you're writing in another country, then you will also write the name of country like England or America, USA, something like that. But it's India only, so we are not writing that. Otherwise, we would have written it. So in 3 lines, top 3 lines, we will write the address. 3 lines are allotted for address, and then we are leaving a line and we are writing date, and date will be written in this format only. You have to write 14th of whatever month and then year. Give a comma here and full stop here. These are very important points. Marks are deducted on these punctuation marks. So make sure that you pay attention to these punctuation marks. Okay, house number, comma, place, comma, and then the area and pin code and full stop. Date will be written like this: day, the day, the month, comma, and year, full stop. Okay, dear, the name of person, and comma always. And leaving line is also important because it makes the letter look neat and pretty. So don't worry about the pages being used, just leave the line and write in a neat way. Okay, so we will introduce now. We will introduce the letter. Okay, these are the opening lines. Hope this letter finds you in the pink of health. What is the meaning of pink of health? It means it finds you in good health. You are healthy. I hope you are healthy. Then I recently got to know that you're not maintaining a good diet. I know you're very fond of eating outside and avoid homemade food. Okay, I know you are very fond of eating outside and avoid homemade food. So this is how you are opening the letter. You are telling the person that you know that you're not maintaining a good diet. And you also know that he is very fond of eating outside. So these are the introductory line, these are the opening lines, so that the reader gets to know what you are going to write about, and you have also welcomed him into the letter by saying hope it finds you in good health and things like that. Okay, these are the opening lines. It should not be more than 2-3 lines. Don't make the introduction very long. Okay, it should be short. Introduction should be short. Only body will be having the main content, so it can be a long paragraph. So let's see what I have written in body. The outside food can be tasty, but they're not healthy. The material used to prepare them are poor quality. Therefore, I advise you to switch to healthy lifestyle. My advice to you is to switch to healthy lifestyle. Always eat homemade food. Carry your lunch with you. So this is the advice. So in the question it was written that you have to warn him about the harmful effect, and then you have to advise him. So you have warned him, you have told him that how they are prepared with the poor quality, you have talked about the harmful effect, and now you are advising him to switch to healthy lifestyle, and then you are advising him to eat homemade food, and then you are advising him to carry your lunch. Okay, so you are following the guidelines given in the question. Make sure that you do them, especially in the body part. You can write about whatever is asked in the question. The question is asking you to first of all tell him about the harmful effect and then advise him. So you have done both of it. It was given in question to talk about harmful effect and then advise. So you have done both of these things in the body here. Okay, so here are a few mistakes also. I know you, and यहाँ पे it will be my. So I will correct it. Now you will end the letter by again in a warm way, in a very friendly way. You will end a letter. You will say, pay my regards to uncle and aunt and love to your younger brother. So this is how we end the letter. So it gives a smooth ending to the letter. You can write things like, I'm looking forward to meeting you, wishing you a speedy recovery if you're writing to someone who is not healthy. Okay, looking forward to having hearing from you, etc. Okay, all these things can be written in conclusion. And in body you will write the main subject matter, and in the opening you can write things like, hope you are doing good, and I would like to congratulate you if your cousin or your relative has achieved something. You're writing to congratulate. You can write congratulate. You can thank them in the beginning. Things like that can be used. I hope this letter is very clear to you, and you have seen how we have followed the guidelines given in the question. In the similar manner, when the question comes in exam, you have to make sure that you follow the instructions given in the question. Okay, we'll go back and we'll see the question again. The question was to tell your cousin about the harmful effect of junk food and then advise him to maintain good health. So these 2 points you have to cover in your letter. You have to make you have to make content regarding this in the letter, in the body part. Rest of the details are given in the question. Most probably they will be given in your exam also. The name, the address, and the story, like what is the story of your cousin, it will be given in your question. So you don't have to worry about him. Everything is in the question. You just have to build on that. You have to make up a sentence, make up a story around that. That's it. So this is how the letter will look in your notebook. Here I was only giving you the format, so you don't have to write these things. Okay, I was only giving you format here. This is the final letter. This is how a letter is. You have seen a letter in your life, I hope. Okay, so letters are written on page, on a paper, and they're written like this. Okay, this is the sender's address. As you can see, we have used 3 lines. Then we have left 1 line here. I told you. So that's how we are writing. It's looking very clean because we have left a line here, 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 and here. And the punctuation marks, the commas, and then the full stop after the address. The date will be written in this format only, 14th July 2020. Don't write 14.3.2020 like that. Okay, sorry that here it was April on the last page. It was April. No problem, students. So you will write in this format. Then you will write dear and the name of the person you're writing to, and comma. Don't forget this comma. And in the end you will write yours lovingly, comma, and your name, Arpit or Arpita. Don't forget this comma, this full stop, this comma, and comma. It's mandatory. You have to use it, otherwise marks will be deducted. Okay. This is April. On the last page it was April. I forgot to write it here. Okay. Dear Sam, hope this letter finds you in the pink of health. I recently got to know that you're not maintaining a good diet. I know you're very fond of eating outside and things. Okay, we have written everything. This is body, this is introduction, and this is the closing lines. So this is our final letter, and this is how our letter looks. Students, you have to note down this letter in your language notebook. I will be sending you the letter. Okay, I will make the corrections, all these corrections here, and there are a few corrections that I have to do. I will do that and I'll send you the letter. You have to note down in your language copy. Okay, please also try to learn learn the format of this informal letter, how we are writing the sender's address. Never get confused about the address, who do we are writing to. Okay, we are writing to our close friends, and we will write our address. We are the sender, so we'll write our address on the top in 3 lines. We'll use commas and full stop. We'll leave a line. We will write the date in this format only, and we'll leave a line, and then we'll write dear Sam, comma. We'll leave a line. Write the paragraph, first paragraph, introductory lines, introductory paragraph. We'll leave a line again. We will write the main content. We will follow all the guidelines given in the question. We will write as instructed. We'll cover everything which was asked in the question in the body part, and then we'll leave a line. We will close it by saying pay my regards to, hope to meet you soon, looking forward to meeting you, things like that, and we will end the letter by signing off. You will say yours lovingly. Make sure you give you put a comma and then your name, and you are done. Your letter is done. Okay, note down this in your copy. I will send you. You have to copy it down in your language copy. Write beautifully. Write in good handwriting. I hope you have understood the format and the tricks, simple tips and tricks to write the letter, and you'll be able to write it in your own time. Okay, for today's homework, you only have to copy down this letter. The class is almost over, so thank you so much for coming. I hope you are completing your work, you're doing good, and you're living very happily. Bye bye students. Thank you so much. We'll meet you soon.